Okay, so we're going to do another session with the ball, and you can use a cushion or a small towel instead if you don't have a ball, so don't worry about it, and you can do the session without the ball as well. So it's just something to make it a little bit harder, and hopefully you'll enjoy it a little bit. Same as every time you do it though, so don't work into any pain. Make sure you remember your 5 key elements and try and enjoy it as much as you can. So we're going to start on your back, and we're going to start with a little bit hip twist, okay? So get yourself comfy in the middle of your mat. You're going to lengthen through the back of your neck, shoulders down away from your ears, ribs nice and relaxed, and you're going to make sure you've got that good pelvic neutral. From here, you're going to have the ball between your knees and give it a nice comfortable squeeze, not so much that you're having to work the absolute pants off, but just enough that you can keep it there. Slide your shoulders towards your bottom and then lift your feet up to that double tabletop position. Okay, so again, being mindful of those 5 key elements, nice and strong at the middle, and all we're going to do is a little bit of twist over to one side. Control as you bring it back to the middle. Okay, so really using those abdominals to manage that movement. Trying to be careful that you're not fixing with everything else you've got to be able to get that move. If you want to make it harder, you can take your hands up towards the ceiling. Just try and keep your hands in line with your shoulders and not use them as a counterweight, okay? So nice and controlled as you take it over. If that feels a little bit too irritable, you can keep your hands down and you can keep your toes down, and that's your easier modification for that move, okay? So we're going to go over for a few, nice and strong. You can put your hands on your tummy so you can feel whether you're maintaining that contraction or not. If your tummy is drawing in away from your hands rather than bulging out into it, you're working at the right level. If you find that your tummy is pushing out into your hands, you're maybe working a bit too hard and you need to drop it down a level and have those toe touches on the floor as you do the move, okay? And over we go. And back. And rotate. And back. There should be a slight pause in the middle before you swing to the other side, and it should be all nice and controlled as you go. Over and back. We're going to go for another 10, 9, 8, shoulders down, 7, 6, 5, 4, doing really well, nice quality control, 3, 2, and going for your last one of this exercise, and 1, scoop it in, good, get a hold of your ball, nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. You're going to take those legs back out to that double tabletop position, okay, and all you're going to do is scoop your head and shoulders up so you can look at your knees, and you're going to stretch one leg out, and you're going to pass your ball behind that other leg, and you're going to change, change. So you're passing that ball behind alternating legs, okay? You want to try and do it with that head and shoulder lifted if you can, alright? Nice and steady. If that feels a little bit too much, like it's just a little bit too irritable, what you can do is place your feet on the floor, and you can slide that leg down and go over and bring it back, over and back. Obviously you can keep your head and shoulders down if you so wish, and you're going to just thigh tap with the ball if that feels a little bit too irritable, to stay up in that abdominal prep position as you want to be making sure that you're keeping that nice pelvic neutral so you're not hard against the floor with your lower back as you lift and lengthen. Good. Really trying to make sure you're lifting from the chest and not just straining at the neck. Any head and neck pain, just try and rest it back down, okay? So you can still do it with your head and neck down if you're getting any head or neck pain. Nice and controlled, as smooth as you can, really burning through that middle. We're going to go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Scoop it in, nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. And all you're going to do is take your ball and pop it at the back of your right knee. You're going to place both feet on the floor at this point, okay? From here, you're going to go nice and relaxed through the neck and the shoulder. You're going to tuck that tailbone on down and come up into a bridge, okay? And then you're going to lift your ball off the floor, okay? You're going to stay up in that bridge. You're going to toe tap down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down. And then you're going to change legs. Okay, place it at the back of that knee, nice and controlled as you come up into that bridge. And then you're going to lift that ball. And you're going to toe tap for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, nice level pelvis, 5, 4, relax at the head and shoulder, 3, 2, 1, and lower from shoulders to hips. And then you're going to change again. Back of the right knee, place it down. Scoop up from hips to shoulders, lift that right leg, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down from shoulders to hips and then change leg again. Okay, nice and controlled as you come up into that bridge. Lift that left leg, tap, tap, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place it down. Okay, so you're going to place it at the back of your right leg. You're going to keep it up in that tabletop position, and we're going to come straight up and down in a bridge that way, keeping it with that foot off the floor. So you're going to come up and then down. Okay, up from the hips to the shoulders and down from the shoulders to your hips. Holding that ball, keeping it as a single leg bridge, okay? We're going to go for another 6 and down, 5 and down, 4 and down, 3 and down, 2 and down, and 1 and down. We're going to change leg. So place that ball at the back of the left knee, nice and controlled as you lift hips to shoulders, lower shoulders to hips. Try and keep that floor knee in line with the hip, keeping that pelvis nice and level as you do. All the way up and down. 6 and down, 5 and down, 4 and down, 3 and down, 2 and down, and 1 more. Good. And down. Well done. You're going to take that ball out from behind your knee, stretch your legs out, stretch your hands out Far end to your mat, give yourself a nice big long reach. Good. So from here, all you're going to do is ball in hand overhead. I'm going to scoot down my mat just a wee bit. Okay, so ball in hand overhead. From here, all you're going to do is lift your knees up to that double tabletop position. And you're going to scoop your head and shoulders up, pass the ball to your knees, and then stretch your knees out, arms out. Knees in, hands in, and then take the ball in your hands again as you return. And you're going to alternate between hands and between knees, okay? Really just being mindful about what's happening at the middle as you do, okay? So try not to let your back arch or curl into the floor as you go. If you can, lift your head as you lift your arms towards your knees. If not, you can keep it down if it's giving you any pain. If you want to make it harder, you can lower your legs further. Or you can pass the ball closer to your ankles as you go. So you're having to come further up to place the ball before you stretch it out. Okay. Breathe out on the effort. Nice and controlled. We're going to go for another few of these. I would give you a number, but I want to work you to fatigue, so we'll just keep going. Just when you think you've had enough, we'll do another few. Okay, let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Right, from here, stretch your legs out, stretch your tummy out. Nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. A bit late, but if that feels a little bit too much, a little bit too irritable, you can keep your feet on the floor and slide your legs out with the ball between your knees and then slide it back in, okay? If having them off the floor and reaching them out is too much, okay? Whew, that was hard, that was good though. So nice and controlled as you go all the way up and over. Take a nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. Okay, so we're going to do another one on your back, and then we're going to get you up into sitting. So you scoop your knees up to that double tabletop position, place the ball between your ankles. From here you're going to take it out to that double tabletop position, and we're going to do what's called your toe dip. So this is a bit more of a movement from the knee than so much from the hip. As you tip your toes to the floor, and then bring them back up to the floor, and then back up. Good. Nice and controlled as we go. So again, relax through the head and shoulders. Ribs stay drawn down, stacked above the hips. Pelvis stays nice and neutral as you lift and lower. If you want to make it harder, you can put your hands at the back of your head, scoop that head up into that abdominal prep position, and support it there as you keep your head and shoulders up, looking at the top of your knees while you go through the move. Down and up, down and up, down and up. So find a rhythm that works for you. A lot of these things are much harder the slower you do them, but find a way that works with your breath, as long as you're not absolutely puffing yet. Nice and good roll. Really thinking about mind to muscle. That strength all coming from the middle. You will feel it in your thighs a little bit. You may very well feel it in your hip flexors a little bit, so across the front of the hip. And that's okay too. As long as you're not working into any pain, you just got to work into challenge. Okay, so you're going to do another 3 of these, and then you're going to stretch it out before you bring it down. 2 and 1. So you're going to reach up towards the ceiling, back to the middle, down towards the floor. Back to the middle, up towards the ceiling, back to the middle, down towards the floor. Middle, ceiling, middle, floor. Middle, ceiling, middle, floor. Middle, ceiling, middle, floor. We'll do 5 more. Middle, ceiling, middle, floor, middle, ceiling, middle, floor, middle, ceiling. 3 to go. Middle, floor, middle, ceiling. 2, middle, floor, middle, ceiling, middle, floor. Good. Nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out, so you can drop that ball down by your side for a moment. From here, all you're going to do is keep the ball at the side, hands at the back of the thighs, and you're going to roll up into that sitting position. Okay, so nice and tall on your bottom, ball in hand, and all we're going to do, so you're going to have your feet about hip width apart, nice and tall. You're going to tuck your tailbone under, make a nice C shape, roll back with ball in hand, pause there for just a moment, then keep that C shape as you curl it forwards and then sit up tall, raise the ball overhead. Back, shoulders down away from your ears, length through the back of the neck. Curl back in that C shape, just so the ball is past your knees. Curl the C shape forwards, lengthen through your neck, ball overhead. So C shape curl, back, pause, curl forwards, lengthen up. C shape back, so you're keeping your knees and your feet in line. Judder. Going for as much strength as you can. I'm just throwing in an arm lift at the wrong point. Oops. There you go. That's what you get for not concentrating. So you roll it back, curl it forwards, lift it tall, and then curl it back. Nice and strong at that middle. Curl it forwards, lift it up. Good. Curl it back. Lift it up. Shoulders down away from the ears. Nice and strong. Curl it forwards, tall on your bottom. Lift it up, draw it back. We're going to go for another 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. All the way up. So this time you're going to add in your obliques. So you're going to put the ball in your right hand. You're going to roll it back and reach for the outside corner of your mat. And then you're going to bring it back up. Change hands. Roll it back. Reach for the outside corner. Bring it back up. Roll it back. And reach forwards. So you're opening on that nice twist. To really work your obliques a little bit more. If you want to make it harder, you can try and lift your feet off the floor and keep your feet off the floor. Zip them together from hips to tips. Or, like me, a little bit tired, worked a little bit hard yesterday. Keep your feet on the deck, that's okay too. It's up to you how far you reach back, just as long as it's on that nice opening manoeuvre. And make sure you come all the way up to sitting. Shoulders down away from your ears. Nice and controlled. We're going to go for another 10, 9, don't let your knees fall out, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Nice and controlled all the way down. Nice lengthen out. Okay, so you're going to come over onto your side when you're ready. Okay, and you're going to place the ball between your ankles at this point. So you can either have a cushion in if you need, or if you want, if you've got. Otherwise you can rest your head on your arm. Chin down towards your chest, so your 5 key elements. Chin down towards your chest, shoulder down away from your ears. You tuck your ribs back like your spoon, you go long on that top hip. Lift your feet up to hip height without sinking at the waist, so stay nice and long, okay? So from there, you're going to keep that squeeze on the ball, you know, lift that top knee. So you've got to be mindful that your hips are still facing the front edge of your mat, as we say every time. And you really want to be feeling this in your buttock, okay? We're going to go for 10, 9, keep the feet high, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to do 5 quick ones. So you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to take up and hold it for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, up, 2, 3, 4. If you feel that you're not feeling it in that top hip and it's maybe into the thigh or into the groin, you can try scooping your legs further back or scooping your knees further up. Alright, but you really want to be having it on the outside of that top hip, so back of the bum cheek type area, jean pocket. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 quick ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the feet high. One more round of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 quick ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hold it there for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Rest your feet down, rest your legs down. Give it a nice long stretch for a moment, or bring that top leg forwards, give it a wee rub around the hip. Good effort. So you're going to place your ball to the side for just a moment. We're going to come over onto your tummy, and you put your hands just level with your face. We're going to do a nice gentle cobra or extension in line, whichever you prefer to call it as. And then you're going to look up towards the ceiling if you can. Keep your elbows into the side as you come down. Keep your elbows into the side as you come up. If that feels too much, just put your hands further away above your head so you get less of a bend in your back. If things feel just a little bit too much for you, you're going to go for another 3. And down. Elbows in, nice and strong as you lift. 2. And down. And 1 more. Good job. And down. Okay. You're going to Come onto your hands and knees, feet together, knees apart. You're going to sink your bottom towards your heels. Give yourself a little bit of a stretch out in that pose of a child position. Okay. So from here, we're going to go into a small, short, brief, effective plank series, okay? So you're going to pop your hands just forwards of your shoulders, toes tucked under, and all we're going to do is come up into that prep in prone and then out into that plank, okay? Shoulders then away from your ears, and then you're going to come back and then you're going to come down. So nice and strong in the middle. Try and not do any massive pelvis tuck as you lift. But you're keeping that back nice and strong as you get the length, and then return and then lower. So we're going to do a few like these, and then we're going to take it into single leg planking, okay? So you hover, you extend, breathe, return and lower. 2 more. Up and out, back and down, and up and out and back and down. Okay, so on the next one, you're going to take your right knee to your right elbow and then bring it back, and then your left knee to your left elbow, okay? Up we go, up and out. Right knee to right elbow and back. Left knee to left elbow and back and down. So we're going to increase the number of reps you do, okay? So you're going to do 2 this time before you come back down. Nice and strong. Up, out. 1, 1, 2, 2. Back and down. If this is a little bit too much, you can stay on your knees and take it to a forward plank, okay? And you can lift and lift rather than knee to elbow, okay? If that feels a little bit too much. Nice and strong, 3 repetitions this time. So up, plank, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, back and down. Doing really well, nice and strong, staying nice and consistent. 4 reps this time, we're only taking it to 5, so you're doing really well. Hover, strong. 1, 1, 2, really push away from the mat. 3, 3, 4, 4, back and down. Last round we're doing 5, okay? Nice and strong. Hover, extend. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Draw it back, lower it down. Feet together, knees apart. Nice long stretch out, pose of child. So you can release your hands, give your wrists a wee bit of a roll round. Nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. You stay up, give your shoulders, your arms a wee bit of a roll round, because that's quite hard. It's good though, but it's hard, okay? Nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. Hands down, toes tucked under, and you're going to peel your hips up towards, to do a little bit of a downward dog stretch, okay? So pedaling it out with the heels, just gently alternating each one. Let that head rest nice and no tension. Just let it hang there as you pedal between one leg and the other. Doing really well. You can try and really let your heels sink with your knees straight, just with whatever is comfortable, or be really generous with that knee bend. Whatever you need. It needs to just be comfortable, not painful. So you're going to bend the knees. I'm going to get a hold of your ball, okay? Chopping off my head a wee bit, but we'll cope. Then go nice and strong, ball out in front of you. And we're going to lean back and then forwards, okay? So these are called your reverse Nordics. Roll your shoulders up, around, back and down. Nice and strong in the middle. Lean it back and bring it up. Lean it back, bring it up. We're going to go for a few of these. And up, nice and strong. Gonna go for another 5, 4, 3, just take it back as far as you can, 2, and 1, back up. Okay, so reverse Nordics aren't the easiest, but they're a good challenge. Okay, so from this point, we're going to take it down onto your other side. We'll do clamshells on the other side, even you up, and then you're done. Okay, so from here, you're going to have the ball between your ankles. You're going to come down onto that. Well, I'm now down on my left side, so if you started on your left, you're now on your right, obviously. Okay, but if you're the same as me, then you're down on your left side. Making sure you pull up your leggings so your breeks aren't showing. Okay, chin down towards your chest, shoulder down away from your ear. Tuck your ribs back like you're spooning. Lift your feet up to hip height, maintaining that nice level pelvis. So draw your top hip down towards the bottom edge of your mat. From here, you're going to lift and lower that top knee. And again, it should be the outside of the hip that you feel that. Control. We're going to go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 quick ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to up and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just shift my ball position between my feet. And then you're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, don't roll backwards, 4, hips towards the front edge of your mat, 2, 1, 5 quick ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 quick ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10-second hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it down. Rest your feet down. Good effort. Woofy. You're going to come up onto your bottom. Any way you are comfortable to do so. Cross your legs if you can. Okay, so from here, all you're going to do is hands behind the head. You're going to lift the shoulders, lower the shoulders, turn to one side, back to the middle. Lift the shoulders, lower the shoulders, turn to the other side, back to the middle. Lift the shoulders, lower the shoulders, turn. Keeping those elbows nice and wide if you can. Lift, lower, turn. One more, lift, lower, turn. Back down with the hands, okay? So from here, you're going to place your left hand down. And you're going to come on over for that mermaid stretch, trying to keep both bottom cheeks on the floor, if you can. If you're struggling down there, then I would lift up a little bit. But you want to try and make sure you can stretch through that side. And then you're going to come back up and you're going to change sides. Obviously, if it's a bit too much at the hips or otherwise, you can lengthen the legs out, or you can side sweep them if that's a bit more comfortable to do so. And then you're going to change over to the other side. And then one more time back the other way. Good job. Back towards the middle. Knees up together. You're going to lengthen your left leg out, right leg over, hug it in towards your chest, stretch out that bottom a little bit. Nice and tall as you do so. Nice comfortable squeeze into your tummy. And then if you can, you're going to turn so you're away from the bent knee. Towards the bent knee. A bit like this. Okay. Untwist so you're back to the front. Change legs. Hug it in nice and tall. And then you're going to scoop it round. Good, do deep breath in, deep breath out. And then back to the middle. Release your legs off, give them a wee shake. Have a good plan for the rest of the day or the evening or the morning, whenever you're choosing to do this. I'll get another video up soon, but any feedback, any comments, always welcome. But nice to see you, good effort. I hope you enjoyed it.